Hey guys, Dr. Dex here. Today we are doing a Q&A session. We've had so many questions lately. We've been trying to get through some of them, so we appreciate all those questions. Don't forget to leave them down below as well. I've been trying to do better about answering those, and some of them we're gonna be putting up on video. So please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate you, each and every one of you, and your questions. Thank you so much. So here we go. What program do you use to design your decks? I use two different programs. Primarily, I use a program called Real-Time Landscaping Architect, and that's about $400. And I also use Simpson Deck Designer, which is an online program that's free. So check both of those out. I'm sure you'll find one of them. One of them gives you more detailed product and framing, good for sending in for permitting and that kind of thing. That's the Simpson one. And the other one is Real-Time Landscaping. It's not really good for framing design, but it's great for 3D rendering and showing how you can do unique landscape and deck designing. Can you make a more in-depth video of your deck laying process? Yes, we will get into that eventually. Stay tuned, it's coming. We'll probably be getting some good videos on that on the current build we're on now. And eventually we'll be adding that to our masterclass series as well. So just stay tuned and keep in touch, and we'll get that information to you eventually. Any tips for starting a fence and deck company? Well, probably some of the best things I could tell you is either work for somebody else to get your skill set up, become licensed, bonded, and insured, and just put in some time learning the finer points of carpentry. Once you have that, I would also recommend taking a few business courses. Business courses are really gonna help you understand the other side of what you do besides just building. It's gonna help keep you on point with your books and bookkeeper and taxes and all the other stuff that you need to know about that you don't think about when you just wanna start building decks. Does capturing everything on video ever slow you down? Yes. We have made a decision, though, that we want to share through YouTube and our Instagram page our journey. And it does take time out of our day to continually document. We don't get it right on the first crack. So it can be time consuming. And I have been willing to make that financial adjustment so that there's other opportunities that have presented themselves because of the fact that we are on social media and that we do open ourselves up and let everybody see what we do. So it does take more time, but there's also a positive side to it as well. Pricing for decks and how to calculate them. Basically, the way I price decks, it's a la carte. The deck is one price, fascia is one price, surface borders are one price, steps, railing, everything is an itemized list. So I price out everything individually. If I forget a line item on a bid, then I need to correct that before I sign contract. If I sign contract, the client might think it's included. So I'm very detail oriented when I'm doing my estimates. I list everything out one by one so the client knows exactly where the pricing goes. I just don't call them and say, hey, it's 39,000 yen, you out. That's not how I do things. I send them a formal QuickBooks form with all the information on it. When you put in the sonotube footings, are you required to put a 24 by 24 by 6 inch pad underneath? It really depends on the build and the loading of the deck. In our region, we don't have to go super deep. We can go 20 inches, 18 inches, sometimes 12 inches deep, but our footprint has to be bigger. So like a 20 by 20 by 20 inch footing is a decent sized footing, but it just depends on the deck we're building. So we don't have a common size on every single build, but some builds we might just do a 12 inch round by 24 inch deep hole. It just depends on what the engineer calls for. Do your customers ever have a problem with you filming stuff all the time? No, they do not. Most of my clients are really happy to watch the journey. They have no idea how much detail or how much work we actually put in, the physicality of our job. So they love seeing our comments and how we do things. And a lot of that is missed in translation, but they get to watch it on video. So most of my clients are really excited. Besides that, I have it in my contracts that state that I retain all photo and video rights to my work. So I have the rights to put that on social media, on YouTube, and so on and so forth. And then I'll let the clients know that to expect a fourth man on site anytime during the week that he might be coming in to videotape us for YouTube. Can you show the setup for your laser work? Awesome job you guys are doing. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. If you go back to one of the earlier Q&As, if you go watch those, there is a complete question about Stabila lasers that I think will answer all your questions. We really love them. Great products. Go check that out, one of the prior Q&As that we had. Fascia details. Okay, so basically fascia details, I don't like to run my deck boards over the top of my fascia. I like to stop my deck boards and then cover the ends of all my decking with my fascia, regardless if there's a surface border or anything else of the like. So I'm always covering all of my deck board end grains. So usually what I do is I have a piece of solid decking that I Cortex to the side of the deck, and then I have a thinner piece of fascia below that, so it gives it a stepped look. I'm big on step looks. If you go through my Instagram feed, you'll see that a lot on a lot of the projects that we build. All right, guys, that's all we have for today. I really appreciate your questions and comments. If you have any more, or if we sparked some questions, leave them below in the comments section. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're at it and share it around, share your friends, show this page to everybody you know so that we can gain more subscribers. We really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.